What kind of cigar is that?
That's a Perotti, made in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Perotti, made in Scranton, Pennsylvania?
Yes, and Avoca.
All the good things that come from Scranton.
Oh, I love it up there. Yeah.
You were in the Army? You were in the Marines, right?
I was in both.
Do you get offended if people call you a gyrene?
No. You know why?
What is a gyrene?
A gyrene is it's sort of slang for morine.
Morine?
Yeah, morine.
I was in the Army.
Like gyrenes can't get their head in a jar. Get it?
Put
A jar
so
head.
you can see the face. Yeah, this is Peter Cochran, former gyrene.
Yeah.
I was in the Army for 3 years. It seemed to me I was always on KP. I had the back sink mostly.
1957.
Yeah, 1957 to 59.
9.
Then I came out for a couple of years and was called back for the Berlin crisis.
Yeah, what'd you do? Fly plane?
No, I was a ordinary soldier, a ground pounder.
Where would you do that?
In South Carolina.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with Germany.
Nothing to do with Germany. Nothing to do with.
It was just
and
like
I said,
you were
Ich
backfilled.
kann Deutsch sprechen. Senden Sie mir zu Deutschland, please, bitte.
You were backfilled.
And they wouldn't. They kept me there.
You were backfilled.
Backfill. Is
Yeah,
that what they call it? Backfill.
Because they took the real soldiers and sent them over.
Right. Yeah. I was an expert clerk, though. In fact, when I left the Army, finally, the colonel that I worked for cried. He was so sorry that I was leaving because I made all his reports sound good. I fixed them up.
Well, they have a book for that.
Yeah. Well, they don't.
You can all you do is plagiarize
it's
it.
the manual of
the manual of making it look good.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
And they all cried when I left the Army. I was only too happy to leave, but I miss it in a way. It was not such a bad experience. And that was at Fort Gordon, Georgia. Fort Gordon, that's the home of the MPs.
Mm-hmm.
I was not an MP, though.
Well, they also train them out in...
I was what they call military government or civil affairs, or it was called looting without shooting.
Looting
without shooting, yes.
Well, do you ever work in the brig? I mean, in the stockade?
No, I never worked in the brig or was in the stockade.
No, it would be a stockade in the Army.
No, stockade, you're
brig
right.
is a naval term.
That's right. Were you in either of those, a brig or a stockade?
No, I was in a brig.
And why?
Because I was a turnkey. You know what that is?
Oh, a turncoat?
A turnkey.
A turnkey.
That means I turned the key.
And that was the key to all the cells,
you
right?
don't want to go to a Marine Corps brig. Red line brigs are like... I had a guy from Easton in my brig.
Pennsylvania. Pennsyltucky.
I had a guy from Easton in my brig.
He was an inmate.
Well, he was an inmate. He was there for insubordination and having some dope on him and stuff. And they put him there for 15 days, but he got 3 days bread and water. They can do that.
Yeah.
And so he came in a little chubby, and he left, and he lost about 12 pounds in there.
Nothing like going to jail.
Well,
to lose weight.
No, we would PT the hell out of them every day.
Oh, PT?
Yeah, it's physical training.
Oh, PT. You PT.
Physical training.
PT'd them. PT'd
anyway,
the shit out of them.
Yeah, so when he comes in, I always say, "Come over here, scrotum."
Scrotum?
That's what we call him.
They didn't mind.
"Where are you from?" And he'd have to be locked up. He'd say, "Sir, the inmate, the
scrotum speaking here.
The scrotum is from Easton, Pennsylvania." And I said,
"Wow, I'm from there too."
Wait, no, I didn't say that. And I said, "Oh yeah." I said, "Did I ever show you my mental telepathy?" He goes, "No." Well, I sit on that trash can, so I put my hands on the back of his head. "Now think about what's downtown in your town." And he goes, "Don't tell me." And he goes, and I tell, like putting my fingers on the side of his temples and stuff. And then I say, "You got a monument. It's a Civil War monument."
Right.
And he's got a bugle.
Oh my God!
And I said, "I see a candy store in the corner."
Wow.
Like that. And he goes, he was like scared of me after I did that.
Because he thought you had powers.
Oh, he thought I was a mental telepathy guy.
Did you ever see his scrotum?
No, I never looked at him.
That's a terrible word, isn't it? Scrotum.
It's probably it's probably Latin.
Scrotum, right? It is.
Right. Scrotum.
And I think it means some kind of shield, because penis, you know, means tail. All sex words have, in Latin or Greek, have original meanings that are not what you'd expect. Like cunt, that comes from an old Indo-European word meaning wedge, like cuneiform writing, wedge, a wedge.
Oh, you got me
Think
on
about
that one.
But vagina, means a sword sheath.
A what?
A sword sheath.
Sword sheath.
Yes. What?
He's going to get coffee.
Who is this person?
My neighbor.
Oh, well, we'll say goodbye then.
No, not for
Some
me, thanks.
new,
Appreciate it.
interesting, wacky person has just
No,
arrived.
I can't. I can't drink any more
Goodbye,
coffee.
goodbye.
I got to go.